All right, guys, this is it. This is my last official lesson prior to us starting back to school. Now, I know we have next Friday, so this post is for October 2nd, and I know we have October 9th, which is that half day. And I'll be posting a new board on that half day. But when you come back to school on October 12th, you'll be put on a cohort for specials. And that cohort, you will stay in for a couple of weeks at a time, and you will go see that special area teacher every day. Well, I have had so much fun making these boards for you, and I have gotten such good feedback from these boards because it's like when you can click around and explore different things in these boards, it's like you're almost in the library where you can go and browse and search the shelves and find and explore and just have this great time feeling in this world around you. So I'm going to keep making these boards even with my in-person lessons. I'm going to be using these boards to teach from. But if you don't come to media for that first round of special area lessons and you want some cool read alouds and some resources and you want to see what is going on, then you're more than welcome to click into these boards. Now, here's a fair warning. These boards will repeat. So let's say the first cohort I have for 3 weeks. Then when I get my next cohort for 3 weeks, I will start over on the first board. So I'm not saying you can't go click around them, but I am telling you, you will see them again if you are here in person. Now, if you are not here in person and you are one of my distance learners, I will still be posting every Friday a lesson for you guys. It will be a board. So for the first 3 weeks, you'll be getting exactly what the kids here in class in school are getting. But starting after that, you will be getting their next round of lessons. So when that first group comes back to me, so let's say the first cohort, let's pretend I had Miss Belfield, that's Ellington's kindergarten teacher. Let's pretend I had Miss Belfield's kindergarten class for media. And I don't know whose class is coming to me first. This is just make-believe. Let's say I had them for 3 weeks, starting on October 12th. And so I'll post the board that they're on for 3 weeks. But when they go to, let's pretend they're going to PE after me. After those 3 weeks, they go to PE. I will post a new lesson for my online learners that class will get when they come back to me after we rotate through all the specials. So it will still all be the same stuff, but it will just be paced a little bit differently for my in-person learners and my online learners. But this is my last board for all of us together, and we're starting back to in-person school on October 12th. And so this is the last time that I'll actually get to post like a completely all digital lesson that I will not be teaching in person. Okay, so I just wanted to walk you through this board. Most of the things, because this was back to school excitement, I did a lot of back to school read alouds that I like to read the first couple of weeks of school. Now I know I put back to school in October because it's October and we're going back to school. So strange. Woo-woo! I'm glad we're coming back though. So I want to kind of walk you around a little bit and just show you what some of these clips are going to do for you. We know about the calendar and how the calendar takes you into interesting things. I have uploaded links for all the stuff in October now. I haven't started November yet. But if you're interested in going to find more online material and learning different things, I have linked the October dates. Okay, so let's start right here with the school bus. Normally, not Lake Norman Charter, but school buses are part of back to school. Now, I know our school bus is not, it's not going to be running during our plan B for COVID. But I couldn't have a back to school page without a school bus. And there is a pigeon in there. So I don't know if you can figure out what the read aloud is that might be attached to the school bus, but there is one. The teacher, I don't remember what this read aloud is. I think this is a read aloud. Oh, this is a really good one. While We Can't Hug. This one was actually created for this time in COVID when we can't touch each other. So we can't hug each other. We can't touch each other's hands and give high fives, elbow bumps, little like feet bumps or whatever. But this is the sweetest story that reminds us when you come back, we can't touch each other. We have to still try to keep our distance. And that's really hard. Because I'm telling you, when kids come up and they want to give you a hug as their teacher, that's the hardest thing. So guys, please watch this video because it shows all the other ways that we can show each other that we care without hugging. Love that one. Okay, and so I put that with a teacher because that is a hard thing for teachers if you try to come up and give them a hug, and we're trying to follow the rules and do what we're supposed to do. So please watch that one. The Girl Eating Lunch is a read aloud. This is one of our North Carolina Children's Book Award read alouds for this past year. We don't eat our classmates, and we don't. So maybe we need to know that when we go back to school. You can't eat your classmates. Actually, the story, the moral and the lesson that the story is trying to teach isn't that we don't eat classmates. We know we don't eat classmates. We know we're not really a dinosaur. I think it's Penelope T. Rex is her name, I think. The moral of this story is the impulsiveness that we have, and we are all pretty impulsive by nature. So you could just watch Penelope's impulsiveness throughout this story. And I think it's a good, just stop and think before you act kind of lesson. Now, there is another pigeon on my board, and he is on the stack of books that's at school. So maybe that's another pigeon read aloud. Something to do with school, I don't know. Down here, we have one of my favorite read alouds for recess time, and actually has to deal with, bullies. Not to say that we have bullies at recess, but it is always a good reminder of how to be inclusive and take care of others and watch out for others' feelings. Now, this one's fun. This is just a quick little song about where germs travel and where you can pick up germs. And she's kicking, this is the girl from Magic School Bus. So I almost linked the Magic School Bus episode where you go inside the kid. I think it's Ralphie. You can go inside of Ralphie when he's sick, and it shows what his body's doing and how it's fighting the illness. But it was a little long. And so I decided to go with this short little video about how we can get germs, on doorknobs, and it's a good one. But this is the Magic School Bus girl, and she's supposed to be kicking a soccer ball, but I put a germ there instead. Kicking germs to the curb. I know you guys always like it when I put something fun, so this is a skills challenge here. It's a parking cars, because look, we've got our carpool line going here. And so this is a parking car challenge. It's hard. I haven't gotten past level 1. All right, then we've got these, they look like workers, but in my brain, they were the people that are going to be greeting you in carpool. We won't be wearing aprons, but we will have on masks, and we will be taking your temperature before you get out of your car. When you're in the carpool lane, your parents will go ahead and access the app online to answer the 3 questions. If you've come for our Wednesday seminars, you've heard this whole, have your 3 questions changed, or whatever the 3 questions are. So you're used to that. But they'll be able to do that on their phone while they're sitting in the carpool line. And then we'll scan you with our masks on. You'll need to have your mask on too. And we'll scan you with the thermometer for your temperature, and then you'll hop out. So these are the people waiting to help you hop out in the carpool line. But if you click on them, it's just some reminders about how to stay healthy at school. So we're not going to touch our face. We're going to wear a mask. We're going to wash our hands, sanitize often, stay apart, and tell your teacher if you feel sick. You can go back to that if you need. And I think that's it. I think we made the rounds. It's not a board that is as full as some of our boards have been in the past, but I'm just excited about getting you guys back here. And there's so many great read alouds on this board, so enjoy, and I will see you so soon. Bye, guys.